Annabelle Comes Home. This stars Vera Farmiga, Patrick Wilson, and McKenna Grace. The film is directed by Gary Dauberman, not Doberman, Dauberman. Oh, Gary. Hey y'all, where's Gary? Enter Sandman. And for those of you who aren't aware, Annabelle Comes Home is a sequel to Annabelle, which is part of the whole Conjuring universe, and it's about this demonic doll that draws in all of these evil spirits, and it's searching for a soul. Good Lord, she's spookier than hell. Reminds me of my sister, maybe my mother-in-law. And to quote a former neighbor of mine, an oral surgeon from India, Dr. Soni, oh my God, if I see that bitch again, I kill her. Well, guess what, Dr. Soni? The bitch is back. And while typically I don't go wild over these numerous horror sequels and, these Conjuring movies, they started off awesome, loved them. The more they have gone on, the more ridiculous this has gotten, and it's just nothing but the same formula over and over. But does this film deserve my praise? And to channel my inner Jeremy, yes! I honestly really like this film, guys. And I'll tell you why. It's because of the cast. They do such a great job of bringing an authentic and believable feel to this movie, I would say 95% of the time. Farmiga and Wilson get the top billing. They are not our stars, unfortunately. And that kind of disappoints me because the chemistry between those two is off the charts. Love watching them work together. Solo, they're awesome as well, but just something about bringing them together for these movies, it really gels. But like I said, they're not major players in this game. Instead, it deals with their daughter, McKenna Grace, and her babysitter and her babysitter's friend, because mom and dad, Patrick and Vera, have gone out of town on a case. And so their sweet, innocent little daughter is left in the house with the babysitter, and the babysitter's friend decides to show up because she's looking for some kind of way to contact her father, who was tragically killed. But of course, she starts sticking her nose where it doesn't belong and searching for things she knows she shouldn't be doing, and she releases Annabelle. I'm from India, I don't need that shit. But as I said, these three ladies knocked this out of the park in their believability. The acting was very authentic, and the suspense. Thank God we finally have a horror movie that is somewhat decent. I feel like it just takes forever nowadays to find one that is worthy. But this one is good. They do such a good job of not solely relying on the jump scare like most of these Conjuring films have relied on. Not to say that there aren't jump scares. There was one, in fact, I think everybody in the audience just jumped. They freaked out and then started laughing because it was kind of funny. But what I loved about it is that you're sitting there expecting that jump scare and then it doesn't happen. It's like they're messing with your mind. I thought that was really cool. And the way it was done was executed really well. Cinematography overall was very good. The camera angles used, the movements, and so forth. Every now and then there were some moments that got too close, too jittery, and you can't really see what's going on. I personally not a fan of that. The music, you gotta have good music in these horror films. It's good. It's nothing that's mind-blowing or, oh wow, I'll remember that, like the Halloween soundtrack or Psycho or something. But it fits the film. It does its purpose. And there are moments, leaves you creeped out, kind of eerie. It did its job. And the thing I do like is that it didn't rely solely on the music. A lot of these scenes where the suspense and the terror and the horror and all is going on, it was silent. And I thought that gave it a really good, realistic approach. With all that being said, it does not top the original Conjuring. It does not top The Conjuring 2. I will put it high up there, though, in the Conjuring universe. I really can't make up my mind on what to rate this. It's somewhere between a 7.5 and an 8. I enjoyed it. I'd probably go see it again. It's not one that I'm going to buy. I do recommend you go check it out. If you want a good horror film, if you want to take your date out, snuggle up with her. Well, hang on, I'm sorry, this is 2019, and the girl probably has the real sensitive man. He needs to be loved and comforted. So you can take your man friend out, and you guys enjoy the film. It's fun. I had a good time. I recommend it. And guys, thanks so much for watching. Please leave me a comment there if you've seen it. Let me know what your thoughts are. And it also helps me and the channel if you will leave a like. And while you're at it, if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Thanks to those that have. And unless Annabelle gets me, we'll see you next time. I see that bitch, I'm gonna kill her.